Feels like just yesterday when people were talking about AI all the time and how it would probably kill us. But now it's starting to feel like people have really learned how to cope with or just completely ignore AI and AI content. Or they've gone in the opposite direction and have learned to love this new digital landscape we find ourselves in and have integrated AI deeply into their daily lives. I guess most of us right now feel like we're somewhere in between. Now it's become easier than ever to hope that AI was just some OS update to reality that seems harmless enough, even if none of us can remember agreeing to it. But I really don't think that AI is just some incremental update to our shared sense of truth. And this hurricane that hit Jamaica really proves that.
300 kilometers an hour, he's still out there holding on. Sir, come back inside, you're gonna get carried off.
Can't! If I let go, I'm gone!
Hold tight, we're calling downstairs for help.
Hurricane Melissa was the first large-scale natural disaster to happen since Zora 2 launched, and the spectacle of images that it inspired did not disappoint.
Bro, that's a shark! Fam, that's not a dolphin, look at the tail, G! Fam, I swam in there this morning! I left my sliders in the deep end! Tell your girl come get an Air Max, they floating in the jaws, blood!
And what's fascinating to me is that this type of fabricated disaster footage and the desire behind it is not new. And it didn't start with AI at all. Like, people have been trying to monetize disaster or distort it for political gain for decades, longer than the internet's been around. These AI videos and their ability to flood our feeds and distort our reality is the fulfillment of years of scams that have fed on people's attention. If you had some Photoshop skills and a lot of free time, you could create a shark in the pool hoax, and people did. But now those same images can be mass-produced with a fraction of the effort, which you already know, right? I mean, this was my point. We're all figuring out a way to cope with this. And one of the main ways we see in local news is them trying to assure us that you can still figure out what's a real video, as long as you notice the telltale signs of when something is uncanny.
We can see telltale sign, there's a blurry mark that's been sort of hidden, and that indicates that it's AI.
But I really think that this is just a classic example of the media totally misleading people. Because the reality is, we're already reaching a point where you can't tell if these videos are real or not.
Oh no. Is that...
Mind if we squeeze in, yeah?
That's a polar bear, bruv.
Oh my Please chill. Just don't dangle snacks, innit?
I'm filming this, no one's gonna believe me.
And you know, this singular video, I don't have a problem with it. It's kind of funny, it's sort of interesting, creative even. But where can you tell that this is AI? Unless you just rack your brain and you say, okay, this scene definitely didn't happen in reality. Which, I mean, not everyone is even gonna get there, right? So think about someone who's been told, if there's a watermark, then it's AI. Can you find a watermark on this video? I mean, it's been completely removed. And on top of that, there's no distortion. There's no obvious distortion in the polar bear or the guy. There's nothing here to put in a red circle and say, oh, that makes it AI. I think that way of thinking is just because a lot of us aren't ready to wrestle with the fact that we can't trust what we see anymore on any level. And that's why Hurricane Melissa is particularly terrifying. It's a great blueprint for the distortion of reality that Zora and the rise of AI media will create, especially in our most vulnerable moments when we really need accurate information. And you know, this became such a big deal that the officials in Jamaica had to put out a statement being like, don't trust anything you see on social media, only use official channels. But what happens when even the official channels can only find AI media? And that's already happening.
I'm going to say something controversial, but not unpopular, I don't think, because that's what we do here. But perhaps that person is in that position because of their own decisions and should make better life choices.
Y'all ain't hearing me. They cut my food stamps. I ain't paying for none of this. I got babies at home that gotta eat. You think I'm just gonna leave my cart here? Hell no. I ain't paying nothing. I'm walking out with it. Try and stop me.
Find somebody to big stop her. Okay, bad attitude aside.
And I know that Newsmax is a joke, but Fox News also fell for this. And I know that Fox News is a joke, but all of these cable news shows are a joke, and they're taken seriously by people. So, I mean, there's probably someone in your life who still listens to like Rachel Maddow. So what do we do when the mainstream media starts using AI videos to confirm their own biases and narratives of the world? Which will happen, because if conservative media is already doing it, all that really means is that it's successful in generating money and outrage. And the liberal media will eventually start playing that exact same game, so that they can try to make as much money too. So we can keep trying to appeal to official channels, but the more and more that our reality is flooded with AI content, the less we'll be able to trust official channels as well. And this is where it's important to remember that Hurricane Melissa was basically an apolitical disaster. Very soon, I think we're going to have a perfect storm event where it's going to be like an election year, it's going to hit in a swing state, and we're going to have a very controversial person in the White House. And I don't even know. I don't think that there's going to be a way to confirm what's really happening unless you're just incredibly diligent. Like you're practicing a form of media literacy that basically doesn't even exist yet. I mean, we can look at what happened with Charlie Kirk as a great example. That was seen in real time. We all saw the real footage, but AI became a central part of his death. From people making it harder to find the killer by creating AI-generated images of him.
Much clearer image of the suspect compared to others we have seen in the media. Well, the reason it's so much clearer is because it's fake.
To this crazy monologue from AI Charlie that was played throughout the country in church services.
I want you to know I'm fine, not because my body is fine, but because my soul is secure in Christ. Death is not the end. It's a promotion.
To Charlie's status as the first AI deity that people, I think every single day now, create videos of him and Jesus like high-fiving. And once again, that was just one guy. And it's something that we all saw live. So, I'll leave you with this. I think the reason why it's become easy to cope with AI, because it's figured out a way to simply slot itself right into the same area of media obsession and delusion that unfortunately most of us are contending with every single day. I think we should find it much stranger how easily this radical form of creating your own reality has just become another part of our daily lives, another TikTok trend, another TikTok prank. And if there's some aspect of this AI takeover of reality you think I got wrong, let me know. I plan to continue talking about this, so I'll see you then.